Hey guys, how's it going? So I thought I would share something with everyone today that probably most people don't know unless they know me personally or have actually visited me at work. And that is, I'm a huge fan of maritime history, and especially sunken ship artifacts, this type of thing. Big fan of piracy and the history of piracy as well. Maybe someday I'll share why. That's a whole longer story. But I have a collection that stays in my office. Pretty large collection, but there's a couple of items that are pretty interesting, and one in particular that I actually keep in here for a very specific reason. But behind me, this bottle right here was recovered from Port Royal, Jamaica, famous pirate town that sunk in the sea. Some Acer weights from South America, from Spain, when they were mining gold. This lump of coal is from the HMS Titanic, the Titanic. The two coins over here are 8 reals, pieces of 8. The one in the back is recovered from the 1622 Atacha fleet sinking. That one I believe is from the Santa Margarita, and the one in front of it is from the 1715 plate fleet. Now, there's one item up here. All of this is just things that I find fascinating. There's one item up here I leave here in my office for a reason, and I actually use it for a very specific reason, with both officers and individuals that I may come across that happen to be at a police department, typically in a little trouble. And it is these two items right here. So what is it that I'm holding here? Well, this small little ring that could be purchased at a hardware store for probably less than $1. Just a little piece of metal. This is called a manila, and this small little ring was used during the transatlantic slave trade to purchase human beings. This is currency used to purchase slaves. The two rings that I have were recovered from a sunken slave ship, Portuguese ship, the El Dorado, that sank in 1843. And I use these at times when I feel it's appropriate. And sometimes it's with police officers, very rarely, but oftentimes it's with young people who we have at our department who have found themselves in some position of being in trouble with the law. And I let them see these, and I let them hold them, and I let them register exactly what these are, and truly how insignificant they are now. And I like to say that you always have to keep in mind that no matter how much value, how important you make something right now, whether it's money, cars, shoes, clothes, it doesn't matter. Whatever you put so much significance on, never put so much significance on anything that you're willing to, break your own ethical compass. You're willing to violate the sense of yourself that defines who you are in terms of a good person or a bad person. Never sell your ethics for anything just because you think it's significant. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing more significant than your own defining characteristics to define who you are, your ethics, your sense of morality. There's nothing more significant than that. Because truthfully, it doesn't matter how significant it is to you right now. 200 years from now, somebody could hold up whatever you think is that significant, just like this stupid ring, and say, look how insignificant that is. Look how meaningless that is, that people would have shed all sense of their moral values and their humanity for this. It's nothing. So remember that. Remember that. There's nothing more important than who you are and who you want history to remember you to be. So consider it. And don't ever let anybody hold up something and think, wow, I can't believe you sold yourself. You gave up your soul for that. Y'all have a good day, and we'll chat again. Bye.